let us begin. Okay. So, hi, Kim. My name is Lee. I am a school social worker here at Sunshine School, and I am here today because I'm here to work through some frustrated feelings, especially as it pertains to anger. So whenever you're feeling some angry feelings, that's when I'm usually called, and that's when I show up. And before we begin today and see what's going on, I just want to tell you that everything that you say will stay between us. We're going to be performing confidentiality, where we don't talk about what stays. We don't talk about what stays outside of this, within this room, unless it presents itself as a harm to ourselves and others. So I'm hearing from your teachers that you've got into a fight with 2 students. And I just would like to hear about what's going on. What can make you feel that way?
They made me mad.
They made you mad? Okay, so in those situations, what was going on in those situations?
One of them kept, whispering to the other one, and I know that they were talking about me. And then the other one, she looked at me and she pointed her finger, and they started laughing. And I didn't like that, and I don't like when anybody talk about me.
Okay, and pointing the finger made you think that they were talking about you?
Yeah, I said that they were pointing their fingers and then looking at me and laughing and whispering.
All right, so there was laughing and whispering. Okay. And how did that, and I'm guessing that made you feel pretty upset, yeah?
Yeah, I'm upset, and I don't know why I have to be here. I'm not angry. I just don't want to deal with mean people in the moment. So I don't know why I do have to come and speak to you.
Absolutely. I can absolutely understand what you're saying when you're coming with that. A lot of times, whenever we feel violence and whenever we feel rage, that can usually, that can usually lead people to think that, that someone's angry, or that, something could be going on to make you feel pretty angry. And picking on you, seems like it's a good reason to feel angry. It seems like there's a lot of, intense emotions that you must feel that way.
I'm not violent, but the last time one of them pushed me and I got in trouble again, and it's like I keep getting in trouble and you guys aren't doing anything about it. I always get in trouble.
Okay, absolutely. And so you're kind of looking to, stay a little bit more out of trouble, and, not to have people be as mean to you.
Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble.
Absolutely. I don't think a whole lot. I'm sorry, go on.
No, I just don't want people being mean to me either.
Yeah, no, I don't think a lot of people want people being mean to them. I know I wouldn't want people being mean to me either. So in light of these feelings, I'm wondering if maybe there's some other ways that, we could express our anger whenever we're feeling, like someone's being mean to us, or maybe we can think of something to say whenever we feel like someone's talking behind our backs. Is that something you think you'd want to try?
I don't know. My mom and dad always told me that if people are treating you in a bad way, then you treat them however they're treating you.
Okay, so whenever you were talking to your mom and dad, they helped you talk about, treating people the way you want to be treated. And where are your mom and dad now?
They're in Jamaica.
They're in Jamaica. Okay. And so they seem to be living pretty far. So they're living pretty far away from you right now?
Yeah, they are.
And how is that making you feeling?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I guess I get it, so that I can have a better education. I can meet new friends and live with my aunt, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Do you still get opportunities to ever, talk to them? It seems like them living pretty far away can be a little strange.
Yeah, I don't get to talk to them every day. But sometimes I speak to them and I like talking to them.
Yeah, you speak to them sometimes? You guys talk over the telephone?
Mhm. Yep.
That's awesome. What do you guys talk about?
Um, Different things. School. They do tell me I should do good in school.
Yeah.
Um, and not to get into arguments and fights and stuff, but they have taught me that I should treat people the way that they treat me.
Mhm.
So
Okay. Okay.
if
So
someone's treating me badly, then
okay. So I'm hearing that, your parents let you know that, to treat people the way that you want to be treated. And in this particular case, if someone's treating you badly, it seems like, the logical step would be to, want to treat them badly back, make them feel the way you're feeling. Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah.
Okay. All right. But, also you've said too that, your parents said that you don't want you to, enact any violence or, to be mean or to argue with other people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So in a situation like that, it seems like your parents living pretty far away from you, you said that kind of makes you feel pretty bad. And it seems like you got all these angers stirring up. It seems like you got a lot of these negative feelings. Are you having any good support at home? Are you talking to anybody at home?
My auntie's there, but she works a lot.
Okay.
But
Okay, so it seems like, that, you don't have a lot of people to talk with these feelings about at home because your auntie's working all the time. So it seems like that we might need to think about some other ways that maybe we can let some of that anger and stress, those icky feelings go.
well, I talk to my other friends.
Okay. And what do your friends say whenever you're feeling these feelings?
It depends. Some of them say just leave them alone and they won't bother you, but that's not true because they do.
Hmm.
And then some of my other friends are like, well, if they bother you, then you need to bother them
Hmm.
or tell us and we'll help you and stuff like that. So
Do your friends, do your friends ever make you feel better, after you feel like other people pick on you and make you feel bad?
do I feel like what? Say it
Do,
again.
do you feel like your friends support you and help you whenever, other people pick on you or make you feel bad?
I mean, some of them, those other friends, but I guess they tell me bad things.
Okay. All right, you said your friends tell you bad things or the other people tell you bad things?
No, like my friends, like they'll tell me if they mess with you, then to fight back,
Okay.
But then my other friends, they say, to don't get into fights
Mhm.
and just leave them alone. And then, eventually they'll leave you alone, but they don't leave me alone. And so my other friends who tell me to fight, that's who I listen to.
Okay. So no, it seems like you're listening to a lot of people who are telling you to fight too. And that seems like it could have been a little bit of a good idea to maybe start a fight when you got other people talking to you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel great afterwards, really, but like, I mean, yeah, I do what I do, and I like if we fight and I beat him up or something like that. But like, I don't feel good about it really, but it's what I
Yeah.
have to do sometimes
Yeah. And what makes you not feel good about when you fight?
because I know my mom and dad wouldn't want me to fight
Hmm. Okay. And tell me a little bit more about that. Like, why wouldn't they want you to fight?
because it could get me in trouble in school,
Okay.
or I could get hurt or
Okay.
hurt somebody else.
Okay. Those are all some very good reasons not to fight other people. Could you think of any more?
I don't know. I could get expelled from school,
Okay, that's
and
fair.
whenever I fight, like I'm not in my class, so I'm here talking to you
Hmm.
instead of like doing my schoolwork.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm guessing, you'd rather get back to your schoolwork than talk to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I'd probably rather get back to my schoolwork too. So, maybe in those situations so that you wouldn't have to come back and talk to me, it looks like, you might have to come see me every once in a while. So I'm thinking that maybe we might stick with each other for maybe once a week, you know. I know you want to stay out of here long term, but you know, just because you know you have to come see me for a little bit. How does once a week sound?
Yeah, but that one time when I punched the girl and I didn't have to come see, well, they didn't. Are you gonna tell them, anybody, that I just told you that?
Well, I unless let me try this again. Because I will not tell anybody, you know, unless you have feelings of hurting this person again, you know, and then we would have to talk about it. But other than that, like, but any past aggressions, we can sit here and talk about how that felt, you know. But moving forward, no, I would not tell anybody. That would fall under confidentiality. So that would stay between us. But aside from, I think you may have frozen, Ayana. That is super funny.
I think she has.
Well, I'm just gonna conclude it really quick. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to concluding our session next week. Okay. All right, so I know there was some stuff that went well. I know there was some stuff that was a little rough. I think when it comes to things going well, I do think I stayed on target pretty well, all in all. Definitely used like, so all in all, and I think I used good like summarization of, you know, a lot of the few of the parts of the session. And I think that, you know, I did explain a few of the parts of confidentiality pretty darn well. Aside from the things that could have gone better, I did find myself using some why statements, stumbling a little bit, definitely taking a little bit too much of charge of the conversation and having it be a little less client-centered, especially in the middle parts there.
Do you want us to?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that you explained confidentiality very well. I think you could have probably went into your role a little bit more clear, only because it's a 12-year-old and, you know, she's got the whole element of getting in trouble with everybody thing. Mm-hmm. You self-disclosed a couple of times. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but I think you were trying to empathize with her, you know, telling her that, you know, I don't like people talking about me, you know, that would make me angry as well. Mm-hmm. I thought you were engaging, definitely engaging. I thought that you had a lot of opportunity to ask more open-ended questions because you had her talking. However, I found that you were asking a lot of closed-end questions, like certain things she was disclosing to you. I thought you could have built on that by asking her just an open-ended question because you had her attention.
You bet.
Yeah, you know, like more, how does that make you feel? You know, just to keep the conversation going, you know, because you definitely had her attention. At the end with the confidentiality again, you know, to be honest with you, I guess I just have to find out like what you can say. So I don't know if you were clear on that or it just caught you off guard. You know,
well, when it comes to confidentiality, like as per HIPAA, if someone committed a past assault and they're coming into you, we can't say anything about it. Okay. So like, yeah, but if they're saying like, oh, you know, I'm going to beat up little Tommy across the street, then we can. So like, okay, if they said I'm going to, then if they've expressed intent, then yeah, we're good to go. But if they've already done it, like even if they killed someone, like we got to keep our lips shut.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. So that was it. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was good overall. I just think that you had a lot of opportunity to keep her talking because mm-hmm. you were asking some good questions, but you asked closed-end questions. Mm-hmm. And you know, that could have gave you a little more time that you needed. Mm-hmm. Definitely you did, like, it wasn't so client centered, but I understand, you know, you did say that. But that's all I got. I thought you did a good job at reflecting where she was coming from.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. It was difficult being the client and then trying to do the feedback. But in terms of like how I felt while we were doing the interview, I do feel that you spoke with me as though I am a 12-year-old child. You did, the introduction was great, the confidentiality, you did explain that, but yeah, a little bit more in terms of going into your role and why you're there and what exactly you're going to assist me with. I do think you did great with paraphrasing and active listening. Some of the questions, yeah, were closed-ended questions, but then you did follow those questions up with, you know, how does that make you feel? It was good. It was really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nice.